Hello and welcome to the Something in the Wild Gear Locker. I'm Tyler Smith, as always, and I am going over my FHF FOB Bino chest rig, what I'm running with it, the attachments that I got, all that stuff. So I'm going to get right into it here. This is the FOB FOB Bino harness from FHF Gear. So I freaking love this thing, and it's going to be very hard for me to find some negatives about it, just because I think they really did think of everything. Quiet, magnetic, open and close system, both for the actual Bino rig itself and for the rangefinder pouch. Now, I did get a separate rangefinder pouch to keep, obviously my rangefinder in. And what's really nice about these things is they have the Molly, I forget how you pronounce it, attachment systems on the sides and the bottom. And that means that this thing is like secure, like it's on there really, really good. I usually would attach it to the side, like the clips on the sides, and I would just have it right here, and it would slide around, slide backwards, slide forward. But with the Molly attachment, it just sticks right there on the side, and it's easy to access, out of the way. Can't even really notice it's there, which is cool. Another thing that's cool is the side pockets that you can also like fit knives in the sides, and it keeps it kind of out of the way, stored there real nicely. It has a front zip pocket that you can keep a whole bunch of stuff. I like to keep my my hunting licenses and tags and things in there, as well as like calls. If I'm elk hunting or whatever, I keep my calls up in front. And then also in the back, it's got a little dump pouch, and I keep my wind collar just in the back pouch right here. So it honestly, like, I feel like they thought of everything here. And also on the bottoms, they come with little special attachments for like a pistol, for bear spray. I do usually put bear spray on the bottom, but I didn't. I took it off because I was doing some whitetail hunting last week. Didn't really need it. Haven't seen a bear there. There probably hasn't been a bear there in like 100 years, just because it's so close to the city. But yeah, that is the really nice part about the main pocket. Now moving into more of like the accessory type things, it also comes with these Bino holders, like hangers. That clip on to the harness itself. I put one on my rangefinder, one on my binos, just so that if I drop something or whatever, only goes so far. And that has worked very well for me. Now on to the actual harness itself. This is the airframe harness that it comes with. And man, this thing's comfortable. I have absolutely no complaints about this either, because I've worn this for 14 hours a day, and I forget that it's even on there. It kind of disappears, especially under your pack, especially whenever you don't even have a pack on. It's like there's nothing there, and it's great. Now I will say the one complaint, if I were to think of one thing that I did not like about this, it's these side clips and how they tighten backwards. So a lot of backpacks nowadays, they'll have straps that you can pull forward to tighten while also clipping in the front. Now, you're going to have these clip in the front, but I think that you would be able to figure out a way where you're going to be able to pull those straps from the back and tighten it that way. Because then you don't have to be like pulling back this way, and it's just awkward whenever you're pulling back in this direction. You can't get it as tight as you might want it to. So being able to pull forward would be really, really nice. But that's literally one of the only things I can think of. This thing's just really, really cool. Now, what I'm running inside of my chest rig is my Vortex 12x50 Crossfire HDs. Now, I use these for everything. These might be a little bit overkill for whitetail. I am fully aware of that, for sure. But they work well out west. They work well for mule deer. They work well for elk. So I'm going to keep them in there. A little bit extra magnification never hurt anyone. Especially I do a lot of hunting up in the big woods of northern PA, and in those areas, you can see a pretty far distance through the woods, through the canopy, specifically in the winter whenever I'm usually up there during the rifle season. So I'm sticking with the 12x50s. Don't really feel like changing quite yet, but that's what I'm doing now. Now for my rangefinder. So I have the SIG Kilo 2000 rangefinder. This thing goes out to about 1,000 yards. In perfect conditions. So I mean, that's all I really need. I mean, I don't really plan on shooting any further than like 300, 400 yards. So out to 1,000 works with me. Mostly use it in the whitetail woods anyway to get like yardages of like 12, 23, 34 yard ranges. So it does the job for me just fine. Couple things for the future with this. I plan on rocking this until it falls apart or or what happens, because there is absolutely no reason to change away from this. It's pretty expensive. I mean, in like the $200 range, but well worth it in my opinion. I use it for literally every single hunt that I go on. But for the future, I think what I'm going to add on to here is a pistol harness, a pistol holster, and they just clip on the bottom here. So like with the MOLLE attachments, they'll sit right here. Pistol holder will clip in right here, and you have quick access to your pistol. So that's definitely for the future here. But as of right now, I'm rocking this. Love it. Would highly recommend anyone looking to get one of these to pick one up, because I have not regretted it since I got one. Appreciate you guys so much for watching, tuning in. Be sure to check out the YouTube channel if you want to see more videos, more gear reviews, podcasts, long form videos, all that stuff. You can find it there on the Something in the Wild YouTube channel. Appreciate it so much, guys. Make sure to keep it wild.